Welcome back, barbecue fans. It's another week of Wise Guys BBQ Podcast. I'm here with my buddy Charles Baldwin, and I'm your wonderful Vin Picaro here again for another week. I am wonderful.
You are fantastic.
I wonder if I was going to have a name with that. I wonder if I'd be Mr. Wonderful or Kid Wonderful. I would go with Kid Wonderful.
I always call you Mr. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Mr. Wonderful's good.
Yeah. So here we are again, and we're back again in the wine room. They didn't take it away from us. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, I know. If they ever count these bottles right after we leave, we're in big trouble. Actually, speaking of which, I opened this one, and
what's that?
Alanera. How my glasses?
Alanera.
It's from Italy.
All right.
Let's see if I can get a region for you.
Must be expensive then.
Yeah, well, not bad. Rosso Veronese.
I don't speak Italian.
Yeah, neither do I. I don't know what region or anything.
Some choice words.
Rosso Veronese. That's all I know. It's good. It's a good bottle of wine from Italy. I think I got it right before the tariffs hit. So, hey, what the heck?
Wow.
Let's drink it up.
It's good.
And if they figure out we took it from the rack, we'll have to pay some more money for the
Those are counted.
Yeah. But, we're back again this week, and a lot going on. Barbecue competitors are ringing us up nonstop, hearing about people for the CBA stuff coming up. Actually, Matt threw out a little teaser about a television competitor who signed up for the Vermont competition. I was trying to get that figured out. He won't release me any information. Matt, you bastard. But that's cool. I'm glad he's getting his traction that he needs for those events. That's fantastic. And there's just a lot going on in the competition world, which is great.
Well, it's the start of the season, man, and everybody's fired up to get going. And,
sure.
Another great year.
You just had Mass in May, which had a double and a kids queue, and actually our friend Sabrina, who was on she's half of the Smoke Sisters.
Yep.
Who we had on, I don't know, 6 weeks ago. She was fantastic. Great teenager, just killing it in the barbecue world. She got the GC for Kids Q, so that was cool.
That's amazing.
No, it is amazing.
We were just talking to her about it.
Yeah.
I mean, she made me feel useless, and she hadn't won the GC yet. I'm saying I still felt like, after talking to her, I felt like I hadn't done a damn thing with my life.
There's so much.
Can't wait to talk to her again.
There's so much. Well, you know what I want to ask her when she'll be on. Where we talked to her. We'll have her on next week. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. But yeah, that's what I want to know, because there's so much collaborations in competitors, right? We talked to our Carlos from Smoking Los Barbecue last week, and he was talking about how he's going to be up here at the Triple Crown in the CBA, but he's not coming up as Smoking Los Barbecue. He's coming up as a pro-life. I don't remember the exact name, but it was like pro-life barbecue or something. It was a collaboration of about three different cookers.
And I don't mean this in any disrespect whatsoever, but they brought him in for his specialty, which is slipping my mind right now, but he does something really well. And they brought a little bit of a hired gun in there to round out the team. And that's not an uncommon thing to do.
Well, the other thing was he potentially might not make the New Hampshire competition because his sister is having a baby scheduled in that time span.
Yep.
So he's like, hey, if she has the baby, I can't go. So I couldn't commit the whole thing to myself. So that's why I jumped on this team. Yep. And there you go. So that's great. And actually, I have some news on him from this past weekend, because he just did this weekend. He had the same type of situation where it was the 11th annual Cooking Up a Cure for Kids. He pulled the second place in dessert, and he pulled a fourth place in pork ribs. So congratulations there.
I wonder what he did for dessert. That's the only thing I didn't see, like exactly what he made, but I'm dying to find out.
Yeah, desserts. No, just got a couple notes here, but it didn't say what he made. But whatever it was, had a great presentation. So yeah, we're gonna have to hear more about him. I'm hoping to have him. One of our goals is to do a live show at the Rhode Island in June 28th. If we get that done, he will be at that competition. So we'll have to get him on, and we'll hear about that event and other events he had up until the Rhode Island. So that was cool. So congratulations, Carlos. I know your show was very enjoyed by us and our listeners, our viewers. They've been saying some wonderful things. So thank you very much for that, and good luck in your future. And we'll hope to see you on the 28th of June. And that would be fantastic. But yes, Sabrina is the girl that we got to talk to next, because she pulled that GC over in the Massame.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear what she did.
I want to hear exactly. Like, what's the dynamics into? Okay, so this was a solo gig for her, from what I understand.
Yep.
So, and I know her dad is Dan, part of El Jefe Smoke, and I want to know, like, what does that mean? Do they help them? Even if I know they don't help them cook, that's part of the competition rules. But like, do they help them with getting the cooker set up and getting there and networking, all that? I mean, obviously she doesn't drive, so she can't do that stuff herself. But like, how much of it's
she
her?
uses their equipment, and I'm sure she has some of her own stuff too.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Oops, sorry, I'm bull in a china shop.
Don't break those bottles. Don't break that
the
big one.
The thing about the kids queue is that it's usually not just like the four major cat. They usually have something creative for them to do.
Yeah, the ancillary.
Yeah, they usually have something really interesting for them to cook. So I'm dying to hear what she did.
Yeah, that'll be fun to hear. So yeah, God bless. Keep going, competitors. We're going to miss you. Actually, we have something special coming up in June, and just the way the weekends worked out in this busy time.
Yeah,
we're doing our 1 year celebration. So believe it or not, it's been now I think 53 weeks since Rhode Island Barbecue News has been established.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, no, that was cool, and that got us, foot in the door, and it gave us some traction to get things going. And we knew we had to get this podcast up next. And I think this is number 43. So we're creeping up on 53, right? 10 more weeks and we'll be a year old here. And that's the whole idea of this party. This party is our 1 day celebration. We're actually going out to everybody who helped us in this year, right? Especially those folks who helped us day one, because we had no clue. We were just,
winging it, literally.
And with everything, right? Insurance and licenses and titles and accountants and whatever. That all the way up to the creative side and the actual competitors and so on. So we're trying to get everybody down for a party. We're going to have some good food,
nice.
Some good music. And hopefully the weather will be.
Who's doing the music again? What's that guy's name?
Mike Guitar. I call him Mike Guitar.
Mike Guitar. I don't know his last name, but that guy is tremendous.
I think his last name's Guitar.
Okay. All right.
No, he has a super Santana vibe.
Yeah, Santana, does
couple,
Bob Seger. I mean, he covers a lot of stuff, and he is fantastic.
He
Can't
is
wait
good.
to hear him.
No, it's good. So looking forward to that. I get some of our collaborators from out of town are flying up and either staying at the house or staying at a hotel. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be fun. It's just going to be a great weekend. It's on a Saturday. It's on the 21st, and I know our competitors are already kicking the dirt because they're like, and lucky us, right? So Matt Pierre's CBA in Vermont is that weekend, and also KCBS Frog Alley in Schenectady, New York is that weekend. So, competitors are split already between those two competitions, and, they're not going to be coming to our game.
I mean, it was never gonna be perfect.
No,
right? I mean, we had to pick a weekend, and with your schedule, my schedule, competitive schedule. I mean, that was really the only weekend we had that we could do it on. So it's going to be a great time. I can't wait to see everybody.
So competitors, you'll be missed. Yeah, we'll do it again. You know what I was thinking about?
We'll take video.
Yeah, we are going to have some good video. We should maybe do them like a competitor's Christmas party. They might enjoy that. Plus, it's out of season, right? I was thinking about it. I was like, when can we get... That's a great
idea. When can we get everybody that they're not...
together
and not tied up with competing and everything.
Exactly. And I don't know if those guys get together over the winter months. They always tell us that coming back to spring kind of kicks the rust off everything. So maybe they like to get together over the winters and...
after football, college football anyway.
And have a little Christmas party.
That'd be nice.
I know a Santa Claus.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing. I mean, you're not going to fat shame me again.
Come on, you're a great Santa. No. You're a jolly Santa. Oh, come on.
If you make me wear that suit, I will come drunk.
What do you mean? That's not a threat. That's a common occurrence. But
whose kid is this?
Back in the line. Yeah, no, that would be a treat for everybody to see.
I will hire somebody on my own dime to play Santa so I don't have to do it. Try to get me at work to do that all the time. I haven't done it yet in 17 years. No, I refuse.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, I have enough low self-esteem issues. I don't need, hey, fat guy, play Santa Claus now.
Tommy the Butcher might like it too much. I can't ask him. But, yeah, Tommy has been cooking up a storm.
I meant to ask you, did you guys cook this week?
We did. We cooked just yesterday. We did. It was fun stuff, too, and delicious. I got to tell you, delicious. I hope, I don't know when you're going to see it. The theme was to get something up for the barbecue season, Memorial Day, 4th of July. So he did a hot dog. I don't want to say mac and cheese because there's no macaroni, but hot dog, cheesy hot dog, cheesy grilled hot dog. That's what it was. That was number one. And then number two was a Wisconsin, but it was renamed Rhode Island because of the Wise Guys BBQ. We put Italian spin on it, but it was a smash burger, a cheesy. We used Fontana cheese instead of Wisconsin cheese. We did an onion brulee, but the brulee was made with Peroni beer instead of a dry sherry. And we had Khaleesi buns, and I thought there was some. Oh yeah, he used a pepper, some kind of Italian, some kind of guinea pepper that he put on the hot dogs. But he definitely wise
like
guys
a relish.
Yeah, it was a pepper relish, and he wise guys him up. So it was fun because it was fun on the grill. Like the hot dog, you literally loaded it with cheese, put the hot dog that was already grilled, more cheese, and you took it over and you flipped it up and down, and you smashed it on the grill, and
die,
damn it, die. And then he made 2 dipping sauces with it, which is fantastic.
My God.
Well, so he did one with, one without. Let's see, let me get this straight. Yep, I'm right. One without the pepper relish.
Yep.
He used that he made an Italian tomato soup. So it was like, think of when you have grilled cheese and tomato soup.
You guys
it was
are
that
killing me.
And then the other one was you think of a honey mustard, but it wasn't a honey mustard because he made it like more like a baked bean. So it had molasses in it. Yep. So he had like a molasses mustard dipping for the other hot dog. So that was his hot dog dish. Great, fantastic. And then the cheeseburger, it was a smash burger. So we got it on the smoker. We put a grill down. We get it up to 600 degrees. He seared the hell out of it. So it was crunchy, flipped it, same thing. Fontana cheese, that goes on. But now here's the thing. So the original recipe was a Wisconsin butter cheeseburger. So you literally take like whipped butter and you put almost 1/8 of an inch on either side of the bun, collapse it, and then you put the onions on first and then collapse it. It was such a heavy, dense, greasy thing. Like, I had my cardiologist on the phone. I literally had my cardiologist. But it was good because it was so rich. Like, you ate a meal. Like that, I had a half of one. That's all I could get. Everybody else ate the rest. But I had a half of one and one hot dog, 2 halves of the 2 different kinds. That's all I ate for lunch because everything was so rich and cheesy and, I don't want to say fatty, but heavy. It was delicious. So it really came out great. So that's what we made.
Tommy's been a busy little SOB lately, hasn't he?
Yeah, he loves it. He goes off and
very creative with his.
We're doing
both you guys
country spare ribs next week, and he's actually going to have the butchering process to that as well as the cooking process to that. So yeah, he gets into it. And he's fully retired now.
Yeah,
and that's why we switched to Tuesdays too, because he has a afternoon obligation on Wednesdays. I said, why are we challenging ourselves with that? Just do it on Tuesday. We have the whole day free. So we've been doing it on Tuesdays, and that was, so he's killing it. So I think, a couple more of these friggin' butter burgers, he can pull Santa Claus off real easy.
Butter burgers.
Too funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said Wisconsin. I said, these guys are making cheese curds or something crazy. And
Well, it was that
smash burger. Nice.
It was the Wisconsin cheese that went on the Wisconsin burger, but
the cheddar.
He went to the Fontana cheese to make it a little Italian, and it was great cheese because I don't know if you're familiar with Fontana cheese.
I am.
It's very dense, so he put a big wedge on it, and it melted on the sides of the burger, but it stayed up in the middle. So it was really good. Yeah, I didn't
delicious. Expect that to be like a melty cheese.
No, it wasn't like a runaway cheese. It wasn't like an American cheese. He did have on the hot dogs. He had an American and he had a Velveeta. Those are the two cheeses he used there. But it was a lot of fun on the grill. A lot of fun getting that done.
You ever hear of Iberico pork?
Is that a
supposedly
brand name?
Supposedly,
like Oscar Mayer.
Iberia is like it's like an area in like Spain or Portugal over there.
This is because you're international barbecues. Huh?
Yes,
yeah.
This is this is like everybody's saying this is like the Wagyu of pork, and I've been keep running across this, and now it's even popping up on my Facebook, and it's supposed to be like the best pork you can lay your hands on. So I have to investigate that, but it looks
fantastic. Find out where you get it.
Yeah, I will.
Or just ping up the butcher. He knows this shit.
Probably does. Probably does. If he doesn't, I'd be surprised.
Yeah. No, but he's better than Google when it comes to meats.
And beef is kind of going up in price, so people are looking for an equivalent with a little less pricey, and I guess this pork is like.
All right, Tommy.
So Tommy, we had a question for you.
We called you up. We called you up because Chip's got a meat question.
So I keep getting this stuff. I keep getting this stuff.
Wait a minute. I get a lot of background.
Yeah, get your groupies away. Throw your groupies. Get out of the strip club. Get out of that strip club.
Tom, I'm sure you've heard of this Iberico pork. The Wagyu
Iberico,
the Wagyu of pork.
What is it? Tell us about
it. I have heard of it.
Do you know where it's from?
I can't honestly say I know where it's from.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of it. This obviously, I get all these meat company advertisements here, but this meat company called Campo Grande is selling it, and you can see if you look at the picture, you see the marbling in it like a steak.
Man,
if you see the pictures, it's like marble. Literally, the pork. It's pork steaks, and it's got a great marbling in it, and it's. Campo Grande's Iberico pork is referred to as the Wagyu of pork for a reason.
Yeah.
Incredibly marbled with grass-fed. So we were just kicking around talking about.
Sure, that's not beef.
Yeah, it's definitely the Wagyu of pork.
Yeah.
But as far as where it originated from and exactly where it is,
I thought Iberia was like over like Spain and Portugal area.
So we're thinking about having a Christmas party, and you're going to be Santa, okay?
I'm going to be what?
Santa. You're going to be Santa.
I'm going to be Santa?
You're going to be Santa Claus.
Not Satan.
Chip can be your elf. Chip can be an elf.
On the 21st?
No. Oh, no.
Yeah, we're gonna
no, maybe we could.
I think you guys got more bourbons in than I am.
Boy.
when you catch the podcast Friday, you figure it out.
It's funny. I just texted my brother. I got a brother that lives up in Gorham, Maine. And I texted him and my other brother, and we're trying to put together a weekend up there because they're having that Picaro for kids out in Hiram, Maine.
Yeah, it's in August.
That's that same weekend, August 16th and 17th.
Yeah.
So I told them, I said, why don't we plan a weekend? We can go check this place out on Sunday. And
you'll have a blast. No, you can't. If you're going to go, you got to go Saturday night. That's when the rib auction is. So you'll have
that's right.
You'll have a blast.
Oh, really?
Cork Here's, it's not really a double, right? It's a 2-day event. It's not a double competition. Right. They do the rib auction Saturday, and they do the competition on Sunday.
I saw the rib auction thing.
And they have food trucks. They have lots of events going on. They put on the Shriners and the Humphreys.
Oh, no kidding.
Put on a great fair. Well, thanks for taking our call. It was nice to have you.
Not a problem.
We'll chop this up.
Yeah. So you did do the show. You're doing a show now?
This is the show. You're on the show. You've been.
Oh, no kidding.
You've been phoned in on the show. We're dialing for dollars.
Tom.
All right.
Son of a gun. Good thing I didn't go into anything too personal.
Yeah, but you did well. Very
cool.
Oh, you know where I went the other day?
No.
Totally didn't even tell you. I went up to the meat bar and saw Nico.
No, not Nico.
Nico.
Nelio.
Neilio, sorry.
Yeah,
I called
Neilio
him Nico.
Boss.
No wonder he was looking at me like I had two heads. But once I said, oh, yeah, Vin, yeah, the podcast. Yeah, I went up there and we were cooking out at Zach and James's for the Celtics debacle.
Right. What'd you get? Did you get anything good?
I got what did we get? I got a load of sausage and some burgers, which the kids loved, and then some pork.
You remember those Brazilian beef tips I cooked for you?
That's what we got.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we got the beef tips, which were fantastic.
Yeah, those are undoubtedly one of his better servings, especially when you're doing it at home.
Yeah, bro, I dropped like $90 and we had food left over, and it was such high quality.
Yep. Well, that's his thing. I just I don't want to get into stories out of school, but there was a weekend and I had to do a cook.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do tomahawks, and he was my guy. I was going to him for the tomahawks. Yeah. And he was like, oh, so it's on Saturday. It's Friday night. He gets his orders in Friday afternoons. He calls me as soon as his order's in and says, you're all set. And I go up and pick up my stuff. Well, he calls me up and he said, just got my order in, 0 tomahawks. So I'm like, oh, shit. So I made a couple calls. I got some tomahawks from a different shop. And not the same quality as Neilio's. Wow. And, I felt like, I feel sometimes I'm ignorant to a fault. I feel like, I can cook anything. So I got these, pieces, and I did my magic. I tried my best, and it couldn't come close to the ones I cooked out at Neilio's. So, yeah, he has quality stuff.
And what a great little shop, too. Like, I didn't, I don't know. I didn't expect, so many different, like barbecue rubs and hot sauces. And and I brought Big T up there with me. The guy that was doing the steakhouse in Vegas.
Yeah, I saw that.
And we were just both like, wow, this place is fantastic.
Yeah. So here's another little clue. When you're looking at his Neilio's front door.
Yep.
3 doors to the right, there's a liquor store, and in there's a fabulous selection of wines.
I went into that. Like,
did you go in there?
One for the road.
One for the road.
Because to the left of that is the Mad Moose Bar.
Yes.
So after,
and then there's a Chinese place.
Yes, there's a Chinese place. So after
spend your whole week there.
few libations at the Mad Moose Bar, which is, by the way, right up our alley.
Really?
And
I can't imagine.
Yeah, and a couple of those, and then I'm walking back to my car.
What was that girl's name? The Moose is Loose.
But yeah, great place. If it was closer, I'd probably go.
It's not that far.
I'm a Rhode Islander, man. It's 20 minutes. That's like going to Alaska and getting fresh cod.
It's 2 exits past Cumberland. Yeah, it's crazy.
You're right.
That's what I can't find up north over here, like Lincoln, Cumberland. I can't find a good fishmonger.
There's a new one on Hope Street that opened right literally a block away from my house called Fearless Fish.
Ooh.
And they are killing it over there.
I know who they are. They used to be down on right behind the police station in Providence.
Maybe, yeah.
West Fountain Street.
Okay.
And I think the rent got too high, so maybe they're looking for more of a neighborhood environment.
Yep. They've got a nice little corner spot there.
Little expensive, if I remember them right.
A little bit, because it's a small place, and they only deal in high quality stuff.
Yeah, it's one of those places you can go online and order shit on Tuesday and pick it up on Friday and stuff. They get a lot of fresh caught stuff.
Yep.
No, I want my nasty, greasy, smelly fish.
Yeah, you need to go down to the dock. You need to go down to Galilee.
Anywhere but Providence.
Or a couple of streets I know down in Fox Point. But anyway.
Dave's Market's not bad.
I digress.
I give them shit because I just don't like going to a market to buy my fish. But, I usually have to pick up some shrimp or some, I actually picked up Little Necks and cherry. I didn't get cherry stones. Got Little Necks for the paella. And they were good. There were no complaints. I'd do it again.
Cool. So I'll give you another funny little story here today.
Oh.
There's this deli right near my house, not Maven's, the Jewish deli down the end of the boulevard, not that one.
Right. You brought me dinner from there. It was terrific.
I did.
Yes.
And it was fantastic. And so it's another place called PVD Deli. And it's literally, again, it's on Hope Street, and it's 2 blocks from my house. And I was going by there today, and I said, well, I'm going to get the Deuce a little dinner.
Yeah.
Grab a sandwich or something in there. So I go in there, and I'm looking around, and I grabbed the menu, and Rhode Island's only vegan deli.
Oh, no, sir. Boy, did you screw up.
So there's two choices I have. I can turn around and say, well, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? And walk out.
Right.
Or I can just,
take one for the team.
Be a wuss and order the trio and the faux pepperoni and faux smoked ham
the
grinder.
Loopster and Biff.
Yes, they have all the names are like that. Like the tuna grinder is like TOONA.
Oh God.
So I got the large Italian, and I went home and I haven't eaten it yet because I was a little afraid. But really nice people in there. If you're vegan and you want to do that thing,
nice people. Go to the vegan deli.
I will give you a review on the sandwich next week. Okay, I'll try it tonight.
Oh God. I hope it's not good. I really hope it's terrible.
Why is that? Like, what if it's fantastic? I'm like,
leave it out on the street for a night.
I can eat that, like, and not be fat. No.
So, folks, we've been asked a million times by a million people. I wish I knew that many people. And I wish you'd like and subscribe. Please, go out there, do that now. You guys have really been doing a great job. You're supporting us a lot. We're up over 500. We need to get to 1,000. Yeah, we're trucking. And we need to get the subscriptions up. So, please, how does Tommy say it? Like, share, and subscribe. We need the clicks. Please do that. And if I knew a million people and got those million clicks, we'd be all set. But anyways, I don't. However, I've been getting a lot of calls. You know what they've been about?
Barbecue.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding,
It's
ding.
like I can read your mind. It's like ESP.
Yep. And specifically barbecue safari. I actually got a call from one of our production editors, and she was just like, she said, when are you going on the next barbecue safari? And I felt so bad because you remember, when you made me sign that contract, this was part of it. And
yes.
It was supposed to be more routine than, I don't know. I think it's been like 6 months or something, right? 7 months.
Yeah, we're overdue.
We're way overdue. And unfortunately, it's going to get even longer because we're booked out through the rest of this
life
year.
happens, man.
Yeah, and it's great.
We had some free time back when we did those two safaris that we could just get away. So
right. So now we're going to get it on the calendar. We absolutely have to get it on the calendar, and it looks like it's going to be somewhere around the second week of January. And I would love it if it makes logistic and weather sense.
That's awesome. That'll be an anniversary of my heart attack.
Oh, perfect.
I mean, what's better than that?
Exactly.
So give me another one.
Put on 17 pounds.
He doesn't care about me.
No, the second week, because usually in Texas is the CBA national championship too.
Really?
So I want to check that with Matt and see if we can tie that in, because that was the draw last year.
Right.
I mentioned I want to go down to Texas, and he's like, because he was just greasing palms last year, but now he's like, oh no, and he's like, there's a great weekend where, and it so happened. I also remember, was it KCBS had their national on St. Patrick's Day, and it rained like a bastard. It had poured that year in Texas on St. Patty's Day. But regardless, we got to get another safari under our belt.
We will figure it out. And
we will have the details coming out soon for this, because we want to plan it out. We know if it's going to be in Texas, it can't be a 3 or 4 day thing. And we have so many people asking to go with us that we're going to have to probably split it over 2 weekends. So we'll get together some programs for you. We'll get some pricing together. Thank God, it comes down to traveling in January is cheap, and you can't tariff beef. So prices should be the same as they are now or lower. So we're going to go out and have a great time with that, and look forward to hearing about our next barbecue safari 2026. Does that make any sense?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
So that means we won't have done a barbecue in a whole year. Like we're not gonna do one in 25.
No, we did
barbecue safari.
We did them in 25.
25 just passed. I mean, just flip.
This is 25.
I mean, we're not gonna
beginning of the year in 25. We didn't do any.
No.
When did we do it?
I had a heart attack.
Goddamn selfish.
Did I just not realize you just dragged my carcass along? Yeah,
you're right. You're right.
We're going to go a whole year without it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But,
well, maybe we'll do one in Providence.
Stuff happens, man. I mean, our schedule got very busy, and
it's thanks to you folks because you keep us busy. Yep. We appreciate it. Now just click that subscribe button. All right, folks. Hey, as always, thanks for joining us for another week. Next week, Kids Q, Sabrina from, I don't know, she's part of the Smoke Sisters, but she didn't.
Correct.
She didn't cook with her partner, so I think she was a solo cooker this year. So we want to hear all about it, not just about you. We know a lot about you, and we loved their last time together, but this time we want to hear about the event, the process, why you kick butt, and all those great things that you learn from Dan, your dad, and Jeff from El Jefe Smoke.
And she's a great interview too. She's
she's
on
a lot of fun.
She doesn't like stumble over her words or anything. She knows what she wants to say.
Yep. So look forward to that next week, and stay well, stay safe, and eat some barbecue.
Fantastic. Ciao.